Hi, I've been converting this ex-U-Haul truck into a work living space for the past 8 million years. And today I'm going to film a video that's filmed in the middle of another video, but I've just had a bit of inspiration. So this is going to be a bit of a weird video, but I wanted to capture the genesis of my idea, mainly for myself to refer back to. So here's my thing. Way back, this was my sleeping space, but it's no longer sleeping space. So it's storage space. But as you can see, it looks ugly as hell and it's horrible. So we don't want it to stay like this. So we need to cover it up. Covering it up with just wood is not going to help because I need access to it. So I'd be thinking back and forth on how I'm going to do it. Am I going to do cabinets? You know, I've got these cabinets that open up that way. Am I going to do it this way where it's going to go like that, open up as one door? Potentially. Other solution that I could have is having this as sliding doors. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure this out. In this video, we will get there. We will come up with a solution. But as of right now, I'm still deciding. So as I'm thinking through this, there are two options. The first one is one or two big cabinet doors that open outwards this way. So maybe one here, and they kind of open out here. And then this area and this area is just going to be plywood, just to cover that up. That would give me full access to all of this with no doors in the way or anything like that. So that's potentially option one. Option two could be a sliding door, two sliding doors going across this whole gap, probably a bit longer, on a rail system. As I'm talking through it, sounds more complicated. On a rail system that's inside. And the good thing about that is that as the vehicle moves and stuff, if anything falls forward or slides forward, it would hit up against that sliding door and it wouldn't fly open, right? The third option, I guess, would be to move these things further in and have 1, 2, 3 cabinets that open up. But then I run into the risk of them hitting up against these handles here. So that's not the best option. My initial inspiration was the sliding doors. And I was like Googling sliding mechanisms and stuff. But saying it out loud, I actually think that the easiest would just be to create one or two, just one big ass cabinet door that slides out this way, and then 1, 2, maybe 4 hinges just to be sure, just to be safe, and gas struts as well to make sure that it stays open. And then I think we're kind of good. So actually I think this is going to be an easier project. I think this is going to be an easier project than I originally imagined. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to skip forward to however many days in the future where I actually do the project. That's what I'm going to do. See you in a second. It is Saturday and yesterday was a long day. I did my normal work day and then I did this. I did my lower cabinet doors for my kitchen. I did my tile in my kitchen. I've been doing a lot of truck stuff recently. I'm pretty worn out today. But that's not going to stop me from doing more stuff. If you're new here, my name's Chris, and I am converting this ex-U-Haul into a work living space. Sometimes I sleep. So in today's video, there's two things that I think I'm going to do. The first one is I'm going to attach the door and the side panels to my grandma's attic. The second thing that I'm going to do is, I think, I'm going to open up this package. It's got my address on the front, so I'm not going to show the front. But I finally caved in. This is a Starlink Mini. I've been on the road. I've been in this truck for 8 months now, and I've been using Nomad Internet. And Nomad Internet is not the internet service provider that I like. Let's put it that way. So I'm changing. I've cancelled. So I had to get something straight away. So I went and got this. This was on offer. It was $200 off the regular price. And I think today we're going to set it up. We're not going to install it yet because I don't have a mount or anything. But we're going to set it up. We're going to test it and see how it does. So let's see how today goes. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have breakfast. So on my filming days, I usually order in breakfast. There's a bunch of stuff that I need to do. Groceries, work, Starlink, Grandma's attic. And I think I'm going to go live tonight on my channel. So let's see how today goes. Just a bunch of stuff. Just a bunch of stuff. I should theme my videos, but I never do. It's always just a bunch of random stuff. That's why I think my titles, my video titles, I struggle with, because I'm like, how do I include the 5 half-finished jobs in this video title? Anyway, so I've ordered breakfast on the way, and we're gonna figure out the rest of the day. It's a Saturday, so I'm just kind of winging it today. I have no plan today. You're gonna figure it out with me. So let's see what happens. Did you know that Dunkin' delivers? Apparently. Who knew? Now some people may say, you live in a vehicle, why would you get food delivered when you can just go drive and do it yourself? And what I say to those people is, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I did the weirdest thing with my breakfast. Absolute weirdest thing. I've only just realized how weird it is because now I'm conscious that I'm filming it, and it is very weird. But I get usually a turkey sausage wrap, turkey sausage and egg wrap. I get the wrap, and then I put the avocado spread on it. That's the way I eat it. It's weird, and maybe I'm just going to cut this whole thing out because it's so weird. I nearly caused an international incident when people saw how I made my PBJ. People lost their minds. People were angry in the comments about the way I made my PBJs. Well, this day got away with me a little bit. Let me move that a bit more. I've been doing some organizing. I did a bunch of work. I did some laundry, which is out. I'm back on track. I'm back on track, okay? Just hold your horses for a second. So what I'm going to do now is, now that I have a second, I'm going to put up my, whatever you call it, the door to my grandma's attic. It has these 2 hinges, which feels like probably not enough hinges for something that size. So that may be a problem, and it may come crashing down. But I'm also going to be putting on some gas struts on the side. So that would be part of it. I kind of know what I'm doing with this because I've done it so many times on these upper cabinets. So I think I got it figured out. I'm still going to kind of wing it because that's what I did with my last cabinet doors. Ouch. Put a piece of metal in me. Got it. It's a weird piece of metal. Distraction over. So what was I saying? Yeah, I've done a bunch of upper cabinets, so I've got a kind of a vibe on how to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of door. Do I need more hinges than 2? Oh man, it's pretty heavy for what it is. Is this a bad idea? I feel like people are going to watch this and have a prediction in their head that it's a bad idea. It's essentially going to go here. Like this. I'm so excited to cover this up. So that's how it's going to look. And there's going to be these two hinges to do it. Welp. Do I have any more hinges? Could I potentially take a third hinge temporarily from another cabinet in order to strengthen it? I think I'm going to steal 2 hinges from a cabinet. And I'm going to put 4 hinges on this. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. And then, once I've done that, once I've put up that door, I have some panels I'm going to nail in, and we will cover up the space. So, door first, and then we'll deal with the rest of it. So let's get these hinges on. Let's get these hinges on. So just to explain what I'm doing here is I've measured the whole door and I've marked the middle, and then 6 inches away from each side of the middle I've marked a mark, and then 6 inches away from the ends I've marked a mark to basically put these in, probably like this. And I've also marked 1/2 inch from the edge of the panel, and that 1/2 inch is the space of where the door will jut out when you open it to allow it to fold upwards. So this is, in theory, the way that it's going to work. And now I'm going to screw in 4 of these. Let's see what happens. Oops. I apologise for the sound quality. My microphone just isn't connecting for some reason. So I wanted to show you the main issue that I'm having right now. I've attached the hinges on, which is the way you're supposed to do is this, and then attach these onto that. So that's all good. The problem is that what I need to do is somehow get this to stay in one place here. And then I need to start attaching those screws. So I have no way of holding this up right now without a second set of hands, which I don't have. So I'm trying to figure out how I can hold this up by myself. When it was the smaller cabinets, upper cabinets, it was fine because I could just kind of suffer it and just do this, essentially. So that's my struggle. If you have any ideas, drop them in the comments and then watch me as I do something very different. Okay, let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. Is this how I'm gonna do it, really? I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna hold it up and I'm just gonna do my best. But let's figure this out. Whew. Oh, my arm is hurting a lot. Wow. Okay, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. Okay. Okay. So I've got 8 screws in, attached to the top. I'm going to tighten them all up, and then I'm going to let it drop, just to see where we're at. But I think okay. Okay, cross your fingers, please, please, oh, please. Okay, it does not quite go all the way down, but it's close enough. This is close enough for me. Whew. Okay. Oh, it does come all the way down. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Yes, please. I feel pretty confident on this now that it's going to stay closed. I mean, it's definitely going to stay closed because it's hanging down, but it's going to stay attached. I've got these 2 gas struts that should be able to hold it up, that I will attach on. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check outside to see if anyone's around, specifically the RV park owner, because I don't think I'm allowed to actually do any noisy work on the truck while I'm here. So I'm going to check outside to see if the owner's there. And if not, then I'm going to be very quick with my hammer and my panel nails. Hammer, panel nails, good. And I'm going to fill in these gaps. So let's see. Coast is clear. I figure I can do half an hour of noisy work before I become officially irritating. So let's see how far we can get. One of my mantras with van life, truck life, whatever you want to call it, is ask for forgiveness, not for permission. Except when it comes to the law. Always follow the law. We're getting there. There's still a junk pile in this corner, so let's just not look over there. And let's turn this fan down for a second so I can think. But we're getting there. So for anyone who's ready to jump in the comments with, hey, this looks like absolute shit. Yes, we know it looks like shit. Don't worry about it. The point is not to make it look good right now. The point is to get it functional. So I needed a door there, and I needed to cover up those bits and pieces, and that has been done. So yes, it looks like a patchwork quilt of wood right now, but it also feels more complete in here now with that done. The plan after this is we're going to fill in some gaps with some gap filler. I could probably do that right now, to be honest. We'll fill in the gaps with some gap filler. Then we're going to get some actual, I don't know, something on here. Some wall covering. Same on the other side. So I'm going to put on the gas struts next to hold this open. I think it will hold open with 2 gas struts. It should do, because they are designed to hold a lot. And then I can leave it open to pull things in and out of it. But we're getting closer. We're actually getting closer. This is getting, it's getting there. I'm really looking forward to putting some coverings on the wall. So I'm gonna get these gas struts up, then I'm gonna finally, to treat myself, open up my Starlink. Maybe I'll do that in another video. Maybe that's a whole separate video. Let's get these gas struts up fast. I've just been chipping away at it while the battery on the camera's been charging. Basically, the way that these gas struts work is you attach on this upper slidey bit, then you attach on this lower bally bit, and then you screw it in and pop it on both sides, and that's the way, and then it should just hold it up. There's the lower bally bit. There's the upper slidey bit, and there's the gas strutty bit. I kind of did it by vibes last time, so I'm going to do it the same way this time, by vibes. I'm resting the closet door on my head right now to so that I can hold it open and screw in this stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much 100% vibes based right now. I did some vague measurements on the other closet door that's open right now. And I'm just kind of copying that as best I can. And then we're going to see if it works. If it doesn't, no problem. We'll just need to tweak it a little bit. One of the best investments that I made is a ratcheting screwdriver. And I bought it maybe 2 months ago, which was 6 months too late. Foolish. Oh, God, I love this ratcheting screwdriver. Please hold. Please hold. Okay, that's up. That's up. Moment of truth. Oh, it does. It works. It stays open. Pulls it closed. Amazing. So happy. Let's close these. Try it again. Slow open. It doesn't hit the ceiling. Wow. I think they're the best ones I've ever done. Let's just tighten up the screws. Can you show? I think that is a success. Wow. Wow. Let's try that again. Okay, they're not soft close, that's for sure. So we need to be careful with that, but it's a soft open, so... Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's just sit down for 1 minute. Let's just sit down. Bring you over here. And let's have a little face-to-face chat. There you have it. Grandma's attic is now done. Needs cleaning up, but we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. I'm so tired. Build days take it out of me. And I've been building a lot this week. I've done a lot. You're probably going to watch these videos over a period of multiple weeks. But everything from cutting all that wood to the kitchen to now has been done in less than a week. In fact, it's been done in 5 days. So I've done a lot in 5 days, including my actual work, my full-time job. So I'm pretty happy. We're getting closer. The one thing that I think is next on the list, next video will be setting up Starlink, which I may record today. But after that, it's going to be sanding down my door and installing my flooring. And I don't know how long that's going to take. It will either be really quick, because it is very simple. I played around with it. Seems very simple, or it's going to be a lot of messing around and precise cutting and take a while. Thank you for joining me. More videos in the future. But look, it's inching towards it. It's inching towards it. Thank you for joining me. For now, I'm clocking out.